What's goody? Hey man, so it's the best time. We're getting closer to the best time of the year because the best time of the year is when football and basketball are on. But right now, football is coming back on, so you know what that means. While I'm not going to be doing too much fantasy content this year because I really do want to, instead of doing that on certain days, I would rather get out 2K content on those days instead and really focus in on more of the basketball aspect and especially the 2K aspect because I know that's what's more entertaining to y'all in most cases than me sitting and recapping a 10-minute video, doing a 10-minute video recapping a game. So, not going to be doing fantasy football content this year, but the one thing that we are still going to be doing is NFL picks because I'm playing fantasy. I'm in 3 different leagues. I write I write for the NFL, for college, do stuff like this. So I'm not going to do a college picker because I don't want to, and there's too many games and I don't watch enough of the college teams. I only watch certain teams. If they're ranked, I'm watching them. If they're not, I'm probably not, unless they're playing a ranked team. Like FSU versus Alabama, I played that even though I watched that even though FSU wasn't ranked. I'm yapping. We are going to do this NFL pick'em, man, and what we are going to do is every single week we are going to come back here, and I don't care if it saves or not, as long as it takes me to the week that we're actually on, and we are going to pick every game this week for that week for the entire season, and at the end, hopefully, we'll be able to see what our records are for each week. So let's get into it. So first, Thursday Night Football to open up the season, the reigning Super Bowl champions versus their rival, the Dallas Cowboys. With Micah there, I was low-key like, hey, this could fake be a really good game. Like, this could fake be like a high-scoring 35-32 type of game, 35-28 type of game. I was like, this could be a decent game. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys lost some things for sure, but they got that receiving core. Dak Prescott is at the very least a good regular season quarterback. And with Micah Parsons coming off the edge, anything is possible even against the best O-line in football, but Micah Parsons is no longer there, so it's the Eagles in a landslide. I don't know. I low-key feel like the Chargers are going to regress, and this is the Friday night game. I'm so excited for football. Like, you get Thursday, Friday, Saturday college, Sunday NFL, Monday night football right after. The only thing that'll be better is when basketball's on, so that way Tuesday, Wednesday, you know what I'm saying? Basketball every other night. It's insane. Anyways, I fake think the Chargers are going to regress this year, and I fake think one or two things about the Chiefs. Either the Chiefs are going to finally lose the division to the Broncos, or Mahomes has damn near an MVP season, and I'm kind of leaning towards the Mahomes MVP season. I know I said this last year. I know I did. And with Rashee Rice suspended for the first 6 to 8 games of the season, maybe I'm kind of rethinking this a little bit, but I think the Chiefs are still those boys in the AFC until somebody proves otherwise. Even in a year last year where Mahomes did not have a good year and where they weren't the best team, correct me if I'm wrong, they were in the Super Bowl, no? They beat MVP Josh Allen, no? On the road to the Super Bowl, no? So, hey man. And I think Josh Allen's team damn near is worse. So, yeah, but the Ravens, though. I think the Ravens are probably going to win the Super Bowl. But I'm just saying, I think Mahomes can have an MVP type of season. My daughter just fell asleep in my arms, even with me talking loudly. God is great, as always. I low-key think the Falcons could be good this year. I low-key think the Falcons, at least offensively, could be a very good team. I am a big believer in Michael Penix. I was a big fan of him at Washington, and his Heisman campaign before whatever game it was, maybe the Oregon game or something, where it kind of fell off a little bit. I'm a big believer in Bijan Robinson. I'm a fan of Drake London. I'm low-key a fan of Kyle Pitts. Chris Lindstrom is great. I'm not sure about their offensive line past him, but Chris Lindstrom's great. And even if Michael Penix isn't great, Kirk Cousins is at the very least, other than last year, a good regular season quarterback. But I think Emeka Egbuka is going to be a massive addition and a massive replacement for Chris Godwin on this offense. I think Baker Mayfield is still good. I think Bucky Irvin's going to be even better. I think Mike Evans is still going to be good. Their defense is never god-awful. So I'm going to take the Buccaneers in this, but I might come back to this and pick the Falcons. I don't know. I do not know. Right now, I can't go all favorites, can I? Right now, I'm going to say Buccaneers. Bengals here, the Browns just suck. I think their offense is going to be bad. I want Shedeur Sanders to play. I think I'll actually start caring about them once Shedeur Sanders plays, or if they end up doing much better than I expect. I'm going with the Falcons. Something is telling me to go with the Falcons. Lord, speak to me, God. Give me discernment, Lord. Help me to know, Jesus. I do that, and it actually will work sometimes. Like, sometimes I do it as a joke, and it works anyway. So, that's the power of prayer, because God knows. Anyways, Yeah, the Bengals are going to have Joe Burrow could have an MVP season too, and they could miss the playoffs, and Joe Burrow could have an MVP season. The Bengals are going to have probably a top five offense in football. Not saying this as some like ultra football knower. I don't claim to know the game of football like anything special. The homie from high school, his name is I don't know if he like puts his government name out there, so I'm not gonna put it. But he has this channel where he goes over film and stuff. People say he sounds like John Gruden. For anybody that's on like NFL TikTok, you'll know because you'll go to his comment section and it's all like John Gruden 2.0. He sounds like him. He's a he's very good at like the football knowledge, the breaking down of film. Me, I'm just a guy that likes football, likes to talk about it. Go watch him. And shout out to him. Anyways, Bengals. I said all that to say Bengals. I don't care much about either one of these teams. I like the Colts because I like Tyler Warren. That's the only thing I like about the Colts season. I don't think Daniel Jones is good. I don't think Anthony Richardson is good. I had him in fantasy last year, and trust me, he got cut halfway through the year. I don't think the Dolphins are going to be good, to be real, because Tyreek Hill is still there, though, right? Tyreek Hill is still on the Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, he's still on the Dolphins. I thought so. I just remember there was something I felt like I was tripping because I have him in one of my fantasy leagues. He's just like my wide receiver 3 flex guy. So making sure. Anyways, I don't think either one of these teams will be good. I think the Dolphins will be a little better. I could fake see the Panthers winning with Ted McMillan. You know what? Give me the Panthers to upset the Jags and Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter in Week 1. Give me the Panthers. Give me the Patriots, who I think could low-key be a playoff team this year. I'm a big believer in TreVeyon Henderson. I think Stephon Diggs is going to be at the very least the best receiver they've had in years, and I think Drake May could actually be a lot better than I thought he was going to be coming out of college, just based off those last couple weeks last year. So I'm going to take the Patriots. I'm interested to see Ashton Jeanty though, and also on the defense, Christian Gonzalez. He might be the next PS2. And that's glazing a little bit, yes. Anyways, I'm going to take the Cardinals, even though I'm not big believers in the Cardinals this season. I think they'll finish last in the NFC West. But I think the Saints might genuinely be the worst team in football competing for the first overall pick next year. So, Tyler Shuck over, if that's how you pronounce his name, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm just questioning the draft pick of you over Shedeur Sanders, but what do I know? Like I said, I don't know football like that. The Jets could also be one of the worst teams in football this year. I'm kind of skeptical about Breece Hall recently for no reason. That defense, I just don't know how good it's gonna be. Like, is it still going to be one of the best units in football? And Justin Fields, man, because I got Garrett Wilson in one of my fantasy leagues, and I'm really concerned because Justin Fields is throwing him the ball. Steelers, I don't love what y'all got going on. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna be great, but the Steelers always find a way to do something. Give me the Steelers. Commanders, easy pick over the Giants. I think the Commanders are going to be worse than they were last year, and I think the Giants could make this a very, very close game. Depending on what the spread is here, I would probably bet it in favor of the Giants because the Giants' D-line, I think, could make Jaden Daniels uncomfortable. I think it could make his passes have to come out quicker. I think it could stuff the run. I think that D-line is going to be very, very good, especially with Abdul Carter there now, and Dexter Lawrence is one of the best defensive players, not let alone defensive tackles in all of football. So I think the Giants could do good things in this game. However, I'm not a huge Jackson Dart guy. I think Russell Wilson might be starting, so maybe the Jackson Dart point is mute. But still, I'm a big fan of Malik Neighbors, but isn't he questionable for Week 1? Because I have him in like 2 of my fantasy leagues, so I'm pretty sure he's questionable for Week 1 unless he got cleared recently. Tyrone Tracy, we'll see at running back. And on the defense, outside of that D-line, we'll see. I don't really know much about the defense outside of that D-line. Because it's like they lost Xavier McKinney, so I don't know. Broncos, I'm going to pick over the Titans. I think the Broncos are probably going to be the second best team in the AFC West this year. I think their defense is phenomenal. I think Cortland Sutton's good. I think Evan Ingram is good. I think Bo Nix is good. Their running back, what is he, KJ or something like that? I think it's I'm forgetting his name. But I believe he's a rookie, and I believe his name is like KJ, unless I'm mixing him up with someone else or I'm making this up completely. I'm interested to see, I'm interested to see. Titans, I'm interested to see Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley, their connection, but I just don't. I don't think Pat Surtain's going to let you see it too much in this game. Give me the Seahawks over the 49ers. I think the Seahawks are going to come in second in the NFC West this year. I think it's going to be the Rams and the Seahawks, and then the 49ers are going to be fighting with the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are going to be a solid team this year. Now, I know they only have Sam Darnold at QB. I would feel much better about this if it was Geno Smith, low-key. but I don't think he's going to need to do too much. I think they're going to have a really good defense, and I think Kenneth Walker is going to have a breakout year. I'm picking the Lions over the Packers just barely. The Lions did lose some offensive linemen, and I don't know. I just have a couple questions about their defense. I believe Aiden Hutchinson's back. I hope he's back, so that's good at least. I just don't think the Lions are going to be as good this year as they were last year. But I do think they will be better than the Packers, and I do think they will win this game, especially with Micah Parsons having that back or neck thing going on, even though I believe he's expected to play. I'm going to always ride with my team unless it's like, you know what I'm saying, everybody gets hurt and it's obvious we're going to lose. I'm going to always ride with my team. I don't care who it's against. So, give me the Rams over the Texans. When my team is actually good, not like the Raptors. I'm not gonna just go out there and take the Raptors over the Thunder on a random night unless there's a good reason for it. But like the Rams are actually a good team. We were in a fight with the Eagles in the playoffs until Saquon destroyed us. Anyways, Texans I think are going to have a really really good defense, like top 3 in the league probably. I think the Rams are going to have a top 5 offense in the league. I think the defense with those young players are going to be better. I think Jared Verse is going to have a dominant defensive player of the year type of season. I'm not saying he's going to win it. I'm saying he's going to be in that top 5 to 7 conversation. Yeah, and I think the Rams are just going to win this game, but I do think the Texans are going to be a solid team. Yeah. Bills over Ravens. I'm sorry, I disagree. Give me the Ravens. I think the Ravens have the better quarterback. I think the Ravens are the better team overall. Unless there's some injury that I just don't know about, give me the Ravens 10 out of 10 times. I'm surprised to see that the Bills are that heavily favored. I know Josh Allen's coming off an MVP and coming off getting married and everything like that. I think the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl. And whether didn't they lose the first game? Was that of the first game of last season when they played the Chiefs and they lost because Isaiah Likely's toe was out of bounds? Was that last season? I don't see it happening twice in a year if that was last season. Vikings over Bears. Give me the Bears. I am not a believer in J.J. McCarthy, even though he's throwing to Justin Jefferson, who's probably the easiest guy in the world to throw to. It's just insane. Aaron Jones is solid. Their defense is good. I could see this being an upset. Now, I just don't think J.J. McCarthy is that good. Now, do I necessarily think he's so bad that they're just automatically going to lose this game? No, but I do think Caleb Williams might become the first. I think Caleb Williams will become the first Bears passer to ever eclipse 4,000 yards this season. I think he gets a strong start to the season on Monday Night Football against the Vikings. I am saving these picks. I'll deal with all this later because I was trying to do this earlier and it was not working. But yeah, man, I'm excited for this NFL season. I'm excited to do more picks and everything like that every week. My hair looks insane. I need a haircut bad. I'm excited to do more picks and everything like that every week. Y'all are getting a 2K video tomorrow because I'm going to post this Thursday before the games. It's Wednesday. My video for today is already going up today. So y'all are going to get a 2K video tomorrow because this has to obviously be uploaded before the first game or else it's fraudulent, especially if I picked that first game right, which I think I did with the Eagles. Anyways, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching as always. Please share these videos around, man. Clip them if you want to. You want to make a clips page? Go ahead. When I start getting paid, I'll pay you too. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that for me. Now, I haven't been paid yet, so don't expect nothing now. But if you, somebody that wants to watch and somebody in the future that sees this video and has that talent and nobody else is claiming that spot, yeah, go ahead and do it because I know that I'm going to get to that success at some point. So do it, bro. Get me out there as much as possible because I'm not really that tech-savvy guy and I'm not really like the TikTok kind of guy. And I low-key be having some some insecurities about that, low-key. So, yeah, just help me out with that, especially because, I'll just be in here chilling with my daughter. I don't know how people are going to feel about, you know what I'm saying, her cooing and crying sometimes, you know what I'm saying, everything like that. I be tripping sometimes. I be in my own head. Anyways, hit me up with more ideas if y'all have them. Send me links to quizzes. I'm going to do a Hoop Goat video that you're probably going to see like Saturday or Sunday. I do want to do another one of those this week, so y'all are going to get one of those. But, yeah. 2K rebuild coming Friday. Excited for the NFL games. Let me know what y'all thought about my picks and my predictions. Hit me up with your own picks or predictions. If y'all make a little ESPN league where y'all are doing picks and predictions every week with your homies and you need one more, I is lazy as heck right now. That is insane. Go ahead and hit me up, bro. I would happily join it. Happily join it. But yeah, man, peace out. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Keep God first as always. All right. See y'all tomorrow.